Alright, so we're back in BGC. We're doing a shoot. We've got the Neptune Lens System. Finally got my own copy. And we're doing a shoot with Destine.
So welcome back to another behind the scenes. I didn't have the wind noise reduction turned on. As you can see, it was a windy day, so I'm doing this all in post. So we're shooting with the Neptune Lens System, and we started out here with the 35mm Thalisa. I did a shoot with Destine before, but that was 2 years ago. So the 35mm allows me to stay relatively close to my subject, capture more of the environment, but more importantly allows me to converse with them. So here I'm going through the motions with Destine, and again you can see it's a very windy day, but I do like the results we got. Other photographers don't like that. They find it messy when you have the wind blowing in the hair effect. It really depends on what you're going for, but for the shoot that we were doing, I think it worked out really well, as you can see here. Now for this next shot, I used the 80mm Proteus, and I love that about the Neptune Lens System. It is a quirky modular lens. It isn't for everyone. Other photographers would probably opt for a zoom lens, but I love it. Now, this highlights one of the challenges when you're shooting only with natural light, especially when you shoot during the time of the day where the light is harsh. It really is problem solving, finding a way to use the light and the environment. It doesn't always work out, but being on location and figuring things out, it's an exercise in itself, and it'll make you a better photographer, in the long run. Now going back to the Neptune lens we're using here, I switched out to the 50mm Despina, and in this shot here for this one of the things I love to use with this are the drop-in aperture plates they have. It's similar to the Petzval 55mm. It lets you shape the bokeh, which is very unique. Some people don't like it and find it gimmicky. Personally, I like it, especially if the background's a bit plain. It allows you to add a bit more texture to it. Again, it's a personal preference thing. It's there if you like it. But across the board, this lens is great, and not in a corner-to-corner sharpness kind of way. This lens is far from perfect, but I love that about the lens. It has lens flare, there is chromatic aberration, and it is a quirky manual lens. It's sharp enough, you get good contrast and amazing color rendering, as you can see here. But all of that, the pros and the cons, the flaws of the lens, it just gives it character, really. And you do get 3 lenses in one, which is just under $320 US, which is a really good deal given the quality of the lens, right? But you can see the results here. You can really get dreamy results on the edit. You can use lens flare creatively, right? I love that we were getting these lens flares in the shot. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.